Hello, good morning! What time is it? It's 11:38. So, still the morning, but barely. So, I went to bed at around like 3 a.m. last night. Wow, what a trip. That was so unexpected, but so perfect in every way. I had the most amazing fun time ever. Lacey and Justin are such great people, like super genuine and authentic, and I just feel so at peace and like I can be my complete self around them. Like those are two people that I could really live forever with and be with forever, like a soul tribe. But yes, so after I was working on the diamond dots and Lacey ended up calling me while I was recording myself doing that, and she invited me out to go have coffee with her, and so I went and we got coffee and some treats as well, and after that we went to her house. And on the way to her house she was like, "Do you want a trip tonight?" And immediately I was like, "Yeah, I think that would be good, like that'd be beneficial for us." She's like, "Okay, I have some mushroom chocolates and we should eat them." I was like, "Okay, let's do it." So we get to her house and I get to see Ivory Rose and Luca, her puppies, as well as their puppy, Salem. It's Ivory and Luca's son. And it was so sweet, so beautiful. I love them so much. Ivory loves me so much. She missed me. I missed her. I haven't been to their house in a really long time. Pretty much even before, since I quit my job at the bar. Yeah, it felt really good to be back, and it was just me and her in the house, and she lives with two other people in the house. It's a couple, and Justin ended up coming back home because B, his fiance now, because they're engaged, she's at work. She works at the bar. So Justin came home, and it was really nice to see him, and we were all just hanging out together, and we ate the mushroom chocolate together, and he had a piece, and I ended up eating like 3 pieces and a half. So I want to say, I don't know how much that would be. I showed the chocolate in the video, but it was enough to make me trip for sure. I was tripping. I've never like tripped like that before. Like I have done mushrooms like 2 or 3 times, but not enough to really like make me have the visuals that I had. And yeah, it was so cool. It was so crazy. We spent most of the trip outside in the patio, just, you know, watching the sunset. It was so beautiful, and the grass, and it hit me like an hour or 2 later. Like really hit me. Like once the sun went down and it was dark and the moon came out. The moon's so beautiful, so big, just right there beaming at us, and I spent probably like 2 hours in total just like looking at the moon and meditating with the moon and connecting with the moon and with the trees and nature around me, and I cried a lot. Yeah, I was, and just present, just at peace, and just, you know, allowing the trip to take me wherever, and allow the feelings to come up, allow myself to cry when I felt like I had to cry, and that was a lot. I thought about a lot. I've thought about my family, my ancestors, and yeah, but for the most part, I've done so much work already on my own. I was really able to just enjoy it and just feel good and allow the medicine to just even ground me even more in who I am. And it was like one big affirmation trip, basically, is what it felt like. And I painted a lot. Oh my gosh, I painted, and it was like finger paint, so I painted everything with my fingers and my hands. My hands are covered in paint, and I just felt like a little kid, like a little girl. And I like started out by squirting the paints on the back of my hand to use as like a palette, and by the end of it, when I came back inside to like wash my hands and I finished painting, as I was washing my hands, I looked at like the palette of like the remainder of the paints that were on there, and I kid you not, it was literally in the shape of like a baby's hand, like a child's hand. And it felt like that was like my inner child. And it was so beautiful. And so healing for me. Yeah, it was amazing. But, anyways. It was such a good experience. I'm so glad, so blessed, so grateful to have experienced that with my friends. And yeah, I think now this sweater is too special to sell, to let go of. I might got hummus on it and dog hair and tears, and it's got a lot of energy in it, and I don't know if I'm ready to let go of it just yet. I think I'm going to enjoy it for a little bit more until I maybe decide to sell it. I don't know, I might keep it though. But I wanted to show you the paintings that I made a little bit more in depth and talk about them. So this was the first one that I made. This was all done with my fingers too, by the way. Let me actually lift this up so that you can see it in all its glory. There we go. That's a little better. So I don't really have like a goal or a thing in mind when I paint. I just kind of just go. Just let it flow. I just do things intuitively. I've always done that. Just whatever felt right. Whatever stroke or design or colors mixed together look good, and then it just came out this way. And while I was working on it, I usually figure out what it means and what it's meant to portray, like during or when I finish it. And to me, this looks like us as a collective, like around here. And we're pushing the darkness away to let the light come in, but it's coming in like circle, like the light will come in, we bring in the light, push out the dark will come back in, push out the dark, bring in the light again. That looks like a person, this is like a person, there's all types of people, just us as a collective. And then I put my fingerprints here, like this. That's with the oranges to finish it off. Yeah. So that's that one. So beautiful. And then the next one that I did, I believe it was this one. Yes. This was the next one that I did. And again, just doing whatever felt right, mixing the colors together. This one, it was just kind of like not really paying attention and just kind of doing whatever while talking to my friends. This is how it came out though. And I like that it's got little pieces of the grass from where we were sitting. Okay. That's that one. And then, this is the third one that I did. Now this one was with intention. I was actually trying to make something in particular, and I had like taken breaks in between painting to allow the paint to dry and then rip it out and then start a new one. And with this one, I was staring at the moon, and I felt like the moon was telling me to make a portrait of her, and so I was like, okay. So this is my portrait of the moon. And I was trying to get like the white in the middle, and then it's like a darker ring, because I see like a blue aura around the moon. Very beautiful blue aura. Like dark blue, like this. And then around it is like light. Like shining. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so beautiful, and that's what I was trying to capture. It looks so cool and pretty, and I really love the sticks, and there's like hairs on it, dog hair, my hair, everybody's hair. And Justin said that it reminded him of the wind. I think that's pretty cool. So that's that one, and then the next one I did was this one. Now this one I started out by putting both of my hands pressed on it. So right here, and then the other hand right here, and you can kind of see my fingerprints. And then I just kept like pressing in different ways everywhere. This is how it came out. So pretty. And then this is the last one that I did. It was like this. Wait. Yeah, it was like this. Now with this one I was crying a lot while making this, and I was just kind of pressing my fingers just everywhere, just touching it. And actually, before I did that, I took this one and I flipped it over and I pressed it onto there, and that's why it has all this on the back, because I pressed it on there like this. And then I started doing the just fingers, tip of my fingers. yeah, those are my paintings. And I love them so much. And it really made me want to draw and paint more, so it just unlocked something in me again. Like I used to paint and draw like that all the time, just go. For some people it's so hard to make art because they feel like they need to do it a certain way or have an idea, or my friends were like, this is so good, but it really is just like nothing, basically. I mean, it's not nothing. I was like, the energy and the feeling and the way that I painted, it turns into something, and I think that's like the most fun and best way to paint, honestly. And it's what makes me an artist, and everybody is an artist in their own way, and that's just how I express myself and allow myself to paint and to create art. And yeah, it was really nice, very beautiful. The energy was so beautiful. I was so happy the whole entire time, just crying tears of joy and sadness and anger and pain and everything. I ended up going outside and like looking at the moon, and I looked around and I saw all these lamp posts, and I was like, all this artificial light for what? When you shine so bright, when you give us all the light that we need, when you are the true light in the darkness. And I was like, it's like we're trying to outshine you. And I said to the moon, we could never outshine you. Nobody could ever outshine you. And it was so beautiful and powerful, because then I realized, like, the reason the moon is all the way up there in the sky is so that everybody can shine, so that everybody can be illuminated, all of us on this earth. And we move so that everybody gets a piece of that light and dark, sun and moon. So many downloads and just realizations and messages, and just felt so much more connected to everything and to myself. And I definitely want to start microdosing mushrooms instead of like smoking weed, for sure. I've wanted to microdose mushrooms for a long time, but doing that really makes me like feel like, yes, this is definitely something I want to explore more and sit with and have more experiences, you know, with myself and with others. So beautiful that I got to share that with them and to experience it. I'm so grateful, and it all just happened so... I felt so full. I'm so grateful for them, and it was perfect in every way and exactly what I needed. And I went outside and I looked at the moon and I was like, this is exactly what I wanted. I just looked around in the world and just felt everything and said, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what is meant to be. Everything, the way that it is exactly how I wanted to experience in life. And it's like I was remembering who I was and why I'm here and where I am, and just accepting the duality of it all and holding space for the love and light and for myself. And love is such a powerful thing. Love is a force in itself. Love is so powerful. To have love and compassion for others is such a gift, and it really isn't something that can be taught. Like, you can't be taught how to feel that, and we as a collective need to do better, and it all starts with yourself, really. Like, I know that being myself and who I am and authentic and holding space for myself and for others is what's really going to help the world and inspire people to do the same and raise our consciousness and vibration and frequency. It starts with you, really. And that's the best that I can do, you know, is be myself and to be kind and compassionate and be authentically me. It's enough. Individuality, we're all a multiplicity of the one mind, of the absolute source. Yeah, just so much. So much. And I want to keep going with this and to share this with you, and it feels right, it feels good, and yeah, thank you for allowing me to share that with you and for listening to me, and I hope that I bring you some sort of solace or comfort, inspire you to be more kind and true to yourself, and to go out and connect with nature. The trees really do communicate to me back, and they wave and they dance and sway like they're greeting me. Like this tree. Say hi, tree. The way that it just perks up and moves. Hi. Hello. So beautiful. So beautiful. It's alive. They are alive just like us. We're here together. And we need to take care of each other. And take care of our planet. This is our home. We're meant to have fun and to express ourselves and to dance and to love each other and to so much. And in this lifetime I want to do it all and continue and keep fighting and continue to learn and grow and evolve and choose better for myself and pave the way for others, not only for myself but for the collective. And you should too. Each and every one of us is God, makes up the absolute. We're all individual minds who multiplied and are exploring each other, but we are all one. We come together and then we multiply again and then come back. And we forget so that we can experience this, and we're so much more than our bodies, and this is just a vessel to be able to explore and to be able to explore each other and feel all these emotions and be able to interact with this material, physical world. But we are spiritual, eternal minds, beings. It's our ego, it's our mind, along with our spiritual soul self and our physical bodies. It's really hard to realize that. I understand it's not easy. It hasn't been an easy journey, but you just keep going and really open yourself up to that, to the idea, and people like me are able to help you realize that. And I think us as a collective will be able to enjoy this world so much more, and to stop killing each other and hurting each other and judging each other. And as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else around you, it really doesn't matter what you look like or who you want to love or what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting yourself or others or nature, you should be able to express yourself in the way that you want to. I feel like that's the true way to be fulfilled in this reality. And until we do that, we're just going to keep coming back here and I have so much hope and belief in myself and others now. It's just, I just want to be a light and to help other people transmute the darkness and to integrate it, because we need both light and dark. I'm not all about positivity, and I feel like being too positive can be hurtful too. It's a balance for sure, and we need to make the unconscious conscious. We need to tap into our shadow selves and confront it and integrate it into our personality and individual selves. And yeah, I'm gonna go make breakfast now because I am yapping a lot. And I don't know how many people have actually stayed and watched this thoroughly, all the way through, but if you did, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love you so, so, so much, and I believe in you. This might be a separate video in itself, and then I'll continue on with another video today, but yeah, this part I just really needed to share my artwork and my thoughts and my reflections on my trip last night. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I will see you in the next video.